Thank you. We've been with Janine Washley of Cloverfields Farm and Kitchen this morning talking about canning, preserving foods. And I know a lot of people think they've seen their grandmother do this all day long. It seems like a lot of trouble, but you say it's absolutely worth it. It pays off year round.
Yes. With a budget of $30, we went to a popular chain grocery store and we bought $30 worth of vegetables and meat and cheese.
Okay.
Nuts and herbs as well. And then we went to the farmer's market with the same budget and we bought everything that we bought at Kroger's for $15. We have the breakdown on our chart over here.
Okay.
And if anybody's interested in those statistics, I'd be happy to email them to them.
So when you get that fresh produce and you think, okay, I just bought a whole bushel basket full of corn.
Yes.
And I can only eat 4 ears for dinner tonight with my family. What do I do with the rest of it? Or for that matter, any vegetable or fruit you pick up.
There are some really interesting, uncommon ways when you look to the world, the international recipes. For example, I didn't know what to do with watermelon. I mean, we would just end up letting a watermelon go bad. But in Mexico, it is very common to make a watermelon syrup. Well, I got the recipe, and now when we have pancakes, you just basically juice the watermelon and you just reduce it with a couple of lemons, the juice of a couple of lemons, and you have this wonderful thick syrup for your pancakes.
Clever.
Or you can do shaved ice and put that over the top of shaved ice and you have a watermelon ice.
Now, I've got to talk about this cheese.
Yes.
You bought at the farmer's market
the
Colby cheese.
Yes, Kenny's cheese, the Colby cheese. This is representative of 12 ounces of cheese.
Not even a pound.
And I did triple the recipe in order for it to fit into the special loaf pan that I have.
Okay.
So so 12 ounces of cheese is 2.5 cups of shredded cheese.
Okay.
And I mixed in whole milk powder, gelatin, and milk. And I made my own American cheese.
But you have this huge block of it now, which you can use.
It would have only been this much cheese, and now I've basically doubled the amount. And it tastes wonderful. You can mix in pimento, have your own homemade pimento cheese loaf. You can mix in dill. You can use other cheeses. And you've got, once you learn the basics, you can do it all.
I think kind of the message here, Janine, is to not be afraid to try some different things, which I'm a recipe follower, but I know that you just, when you say that, you're like, oh, I could do this, or I could do that.
Okay.
Now, what about this one steak?
Okay, this is a steak. This is local beef. Now, local beef was a little bit more expensive at the farmer's market, but you have a smaller carbon footprint. You can take this whole steak and feed a family of 4.
How do you do that?
Well, you use Japanese or Asian techniques.
Okay.
You slice it into thin strips. I'm going to pick up a strip here just to show you, into thin strips. And now you've got, I made a sushi cilantro rice. You've got steamed broccoli. You've got this wonderful hoisin beef, and then there's a ginger dressing that goes over the top.
And that feeds the whole family.
That feeds the whole family with one steak. So then, you see these beautiful jams at the farmer's market. Well,
you can buy them already canned if you can't do that yourself.
And what do you do with it when you get about halfway through and you're a little bit tired of it? Use it for jam cake. Well, right now, cupcakes are so popular, you can make the cupcakes, don't frost them, freeze them, and they will keep up to a year. So you could literally make your cupcakes now and serve them at Christmas.
Very nice. I like that idea.
Then melons. People don't know what to do with these little melons like cantaloupe. I've got this little Asian melon. I made a melon lemongrass jelly, and you know the old Southern Standard cream cheese with the pepper jelly on top. Well, with this, I took the cream cheese, mixed it with goat cheese to give it a little flair, and then I put my lemon grass and melon jelly over the top. Serve it with a little cracker, and it is very good.
And real quickly, before we run out of time, tell me about this pie.
This is a watermelon chiffon pie.
I was trying to figure out what that, I thought, what kind of berry is that? That's watermelon.
No, they're watermelon balls.
With a watermelon ball.
It's very light and refreshing. It's basically gelatin, heavy cream, and watermelon juice. Again, you have to get out your juicer, juice your watermelon, and then put it into a graham cracker crust, and you've got this wonderful pie.
How neat. All
right. So there are a lot of unique uses for fruits and vegetables beyond, and you can save them for the winter by putting them up.
You've said you're crazy about canning, so how do you share the passion of canning with other folks?
With a booklet that I put together for you.
She always does this. Janine is so kind to do that. So if you go to our website, WDRB.com, on the WDRB in the morning page, you'll get the information about Cloverfields Farm and Kitchen. You'll get a way to email Janine, and she will email you a booklet that tells you all you need to know about canning and preserving some of summer's harvest. And of course, the farm is down in Big Clifty, Kentucky. There's the phone number, and Janine does a lot of interesting things down on her farm. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.